Toyota postgame report begins with head coach Mike Lyons. Mike, I think when you look back on this weekend, this is you're hoping it's not going to be an inflection point for you guys as a team.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, we had a rough go in Edmonton where we had a slow start. No excuses for it, but we had a slow start against Edmonton. We came back here. I think we were all confident. We were prepared, and we gave up a lot of goals in transition, which hurt us tonight real bad. I mean, the final, not counting the last goal, which we were obviously pressing for. I mean, we gave up 5 goals in transition. And against a team like Buffalo, who we knew is a transition team, and with Calgary coming up, that's all they run, we need to be a lot better with that.
So it sounds like there's a lesson learned. Is that what you talked about after the game, among other things?
Quite honestly, we didn't talk after the game. We let the players talk amongst themselves today. They need to figure stuff out. We've done enough talking in the last little while. There's a time where they need to figure it out. They're rehearsed. They're prepared. We did tons of video. We did a lot of walkthrough stuff. They knew what to expect, and what we seen is exactly what we expected, and it wasn't countered.
So Buffalo either tied for first or in first in the East, clearly among the elite teams in the East, if not in the league itself. When you look back on this performance, some positives to come out of it.
Yeah, I mean Buffalo's a great team, and I mean, if they're, I think they're 8-3 now. So I mean it's 6 in a row they've won. They are in the elite of this league without a doubt. Basically, we lose a 2-goal game to a -1 at the end of the game, and all mistakes that were. It's not that they beat us; we beat ourselves. And that's a frustrating part of it. We battled back. We get to within a goal. We take a silly penalty. They score a goal. Then we give up a transition goal right after that. I mean, there's a turning point in the game right there. And on the flip side of that, I mean, our offense produced 2 goals, 5 on 5. We got 4 6-on-5 goals, power plays, and shorthanded goal.
Last question. That's actually good, right? I mean, it's like we had a few weeks ago when you guys were gone, when you were last here. It's nice to have those important games. You're not going to lick your wounds for all that long because you got to get ready for the 2 biggest inter-division games of the year.
Without a doubt. I mean, the thing is we control our own destiny to still receive, to get a playoff game still. I mean, that's something we have to keep in mind. It's in our control. So knowing it's something we want, it was a goal that we strive for at the beginning of the year to have a playoff game at home. It's something we need to be focused on and be prepared for.
There you go. Thank you, Mike. Head coach Mike Lyons on the Toyota postgame report. Toyota postgame report continues with Callum Crawford. Cal, I talked to Lindsay and I talked to Cuz. Not the way you wanted this weekend to go Friday, Sunday.
Not at all. It's not what we expected. It's not what we wanted, and it's not what we needed. Kind of the complete opposite, actually. Those are games we got to win, both against Edmonton and then Buffalo. Buffalo's a true test. They're a good team, and we've got to beat good teams, not just stick with them. And that's what we didn't do tonight. We just stuck with them and couldn't put them away.
I asked Mike what he said to the team after the game, and he said he didn't talk to him. Left it up to you guys. Do you mind imparting some of what you talked about?
We just tried to push ourselves to stay focused on next week. Not stay stuck on these losses and understand that this can't be happening, and just start preparing early. And that's what it was about. Staying together, keeping our heads up, and knowing that we are a great team, and just we've got to put it together. And they're going to come when we start doing that.
And playing as well as you did against Buffalo, clearly one of the elite teams in the league, it's good to take something away from that, something positive, because next weekend you could eliminate all the negativity from this weekend by taking care of business back-to-back against Calgary.
Yeah, those are 2 big divisional games. We haven't played Calgary yet. I feel we match up well with them, just with anybody else. Not too many positives I personally see from that Buffalo game, but we know what we can't do. We've seen a similar type of defense and stuff, and we just have to be way more effective up front. Our defense and goaltending were there tonight, and our back, our offense wasn't really there for them. So we got to find a way to put both of those together for a game, and show everybody that Calgary's beatable, and we're definitely a team that can do it.
The last question, I want to talk about the goal on Friday night. I mean, again, you said it best. You said, doesn't matter, we lost the game. That being said, Cal, there's going to come a time you look back on that goal as maybe the a highlight goal of your career. Talk about that goal. Walk us through it.
It was just I'm known for diving across the crease. I tend to use that to my advantage because of how tall I am and how long I am. So, the first time I did it in the game, he stayed with me and dove across with me. And, I just knew the next time I was doing it, I was going behind my back because he would be diving across with me, and that's exactly what happened.
It sounds simple, but it's not.
I don't know. It's I had never tried that before till that night, so kind of made it up in my head and saw how it went and worked out.
So you got the air gate coming over the side, over the back, right? So the Callum Crawford.
I don't know if I'm the first to do it, but I'll take it.
Callum Crawford on the Toyota post-game report.
Jonathan here from the Minnesota Swarm, and today is Dog Day. I'm hanging out with Phineas here. Let's check out these dogs. Hey, Phineas. Everybody, I'm here with Larry. Larry, how you feeling about today?
Oh, this is great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you get to bring your dog. It's an amazing feeling. What's your dog's name?
Lily.
Lily, and how's Lily liking it?
Oh, she's loving it.
Lily's trying to lick the microphone. Okay, I'm here with Becky, and Becky is here with her dog,
Ruby.
Ruby, and it's their first time at the Hive, so they're having an amazing time. How do you feel about it?
It's a lot of fun. I like it.
Yeah? 5 years old in Newfoundland. I'm hanging out upstairs at the Minnesota Swarm game. We've got all these amazing dogs, all these amazing fans. They brought their dogs. Today's Dogs Day. It's amazing.
Toyota post-game report continues with the captain, Ryan Cousins. Tough weekend for the team.
Yeah, definitely. Going into this weekend, you at least want to split the weekend on a doubleheader weekend, and especially in a divisional game like we had Friday night in Edmonton, and even more so tonight at home, a live versus game, and a big game against Buffalo. This is a team that we always want to beat, and we came out, we had a real good game. We fell short, a couple mental errors here and there, a couple lost opportunities, and that was it. And their goalie played well too. He made some big saves on a couple breakaways. But overall, it was a good effort by the team. Unfortunately, we came out 0-2 on the weekend, and we dug ourselves a little hole here.
When you measure yourself though against maybe the Friday night game against Edmonton, I wouldn't go so far as call Edmonton one of the better organizations on the turf, but certainly Buffalo is. And to have this outcome here, close game. I mean, were you able to get something good out of the loss?
Yeah, definitely. To be perfectly honest with you, I think we dictated that game right there. We set the pace for the game right off the start. Yeah, they got a quick goal, but other than that, I mean, we were laying the lumber on defense. The offensive guys were driving the net. They're making their defensive guys work hard, and that's a real positive that we can take out this weekend, is that we can battle with the best teams in the league. Once again, we fell short though, right? We got to get that win, and we didn't.
When you look at the record now, 5-6, still not yet a playoff team. But when you look at the records of the rest of the teams in the West, it's pretty clear you guys have a phenomenal shot at the postseason. So, is that kind of what's being talked about in the locker room right now? Is let's get what we can out of this, let's learn from it, and then move on.
Yeah, we just talked about it just now. Next weekend we got 2 games against Calgary. Once again, you got to split that or take both, and that's gonna get us into the playoffs right there. And then that's the main thing right now. You want the division, but you got to get yourself into the playoffs because anything can happen in this league. And once you do, you get yourself in the playoffs. It's only 3 games to the championship. So, that's what we got to do. Look forward and just think playoffs in our head.
On a personal note, it's got to be good for you to feel the sweat on your back in the locker room.
Yeah, it's been a long year off right now, and it's a tough couple of games getting back into it, but I feel pretty good, and it's even easier playing in front of the home crowd. That's for sure. I feel a little bit better tonight than I did in Edmonton, and a little bit more energy in this building and that kind of thing.
You could tell when you ran out when they announced your name. You look pretty. You could tell even underneath your helmet, you look pretty excited.
Yeah, definitely real excited to be back, and it's good to see all the fans, and just happy to play here again. Yeah.
Very good. The captain's back. Ryan Cousins on the Toyota post-game report.